Don't say I never give you consistency. Some weeks I'm not here, some weeks I'm making yogurt on a photography channel. So why am I sat here with all the stuff to make yogurt in front of me? Well, I'm going for a metaphor. Well, one, I want to make yogurt, but two, I'm going for a metaphor, that's why I'm filming it. So what is the metaphor that I'm going for? Well, networking. Networking for me is this kind of thing that you put, actually let's start the yogurt making. So what do you need? So I've got the water bath going. So this is a sous vide setup, what's been come to known as sous vide setup. I've got a hob, I've got a pan, thermometer, I've got some scales, I've got a jug for the scales, something to stir it, and then jars to jar it up. Ingredients wise, I've got some whole milk and I've got probiotic capsules, which sound like something weird, but basically they're just like, you know that good bacteria that you hear about? That's what they are. And they just kind of go into it. So the idea behind yogurt making is you heat it up to do something to the proteins, then cool it down, then you put the probiotics in it, or you can use live yogurt, jar it up, put it in the water bath for like 5 hours, or just leave it out for like 12 to 24 hours. You should have some nice yogurt at the end of that and do yogurty stuff with it. So let's go for it. How much do I need? So, that metaphor thing, networking. Networking relies on you doing something and other people doing something. So that's why I thought yogurt making was a good one. This is the bit that you're doing. You're getting the ingredients together, you're getting stuff set up, you're putting a significant amount of effort in. 1.1 litres, 2 pints in old money, but also anytime you're cooking any food, that's right, innit? Use weights, so like grams, as opposed to like anything daft like cups. 1.1. So you get this all together, you go to the networking event, you chat, you do your best to be the best you that you can be, and then, well, let's carry on with making the yogurt. So this, oh, I thought that was going everywhere then. This is going in here. I'll remember how to turn this on. We're gonna keep this on quite low, and it's gotta get up to, let me get my note. This has gotta get up to 82 degrees Celsius. And if you're not using Celsius, well, that's your problem, isn't it? So we're still putting in the work here, we're putting in the graph. These things are little like tablets that people take like every day, I think. But what that means is you can get a little sample pack. This has got like 7 in. And basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna break this open and pour out the stuff inside, which should be alive. So we bring this up to temperature, get some stirring on the go, because you don't want this to like burn to the bottom. And in this metaphor, this little guy, he's the people that you're talking to. He's the people that might know someone who needs something doing. And why does this metaphor work? Well, this metaphor works because you put in this effort, you grease the wheels, and what's gonna happen is once you introduce yourself to this other person, to multiple other people, there's not just one little bacteria in here, that's when they kind of take over. So you leave that party, you leave that networking event, that's when they take over. And this takes time. And in this case, this should take 24 hours. And that's kind of how networking feels. You put out these feelers, you make these contacts, you make these connections, and then weeks and months maybe go by until something comes back to you. But then when it does come back to you, because you've put the effort in, you've made sure that people know that not only are you good at what you do, but you're just a good person. Well, unless you're not a good person, then either fake it or just kind of fuck off. And it's not just like putting a Facebook ad out there. It's more, there's more of a human connection, and that's why you end up with a better product. You put this time in, you put this effort in, you have the other people helping you, and that's what networking is. It's patience and it's putting in the effort to start with. And yeah, there are ways to incubate it, yogurt and networking, I think. The metaphor going off, I think the metaphor is going off topic there. Patience is I'm not going to say patience is a virtue. I just said patience is a virtue, didn't I? Patience is something you need to learn. If you're not naturally good at accepting that things take time, I think you have to get your head around that. Things don't happen in an instant, especially in the photography industry, and especially when you're starting out. It's just the way it is. So now this is up to temp. This just needs to cool down. What you need to do is get it back down to 43. Because that's the same temperature as this. That's the temperature. So these little guys in here are going to flourish. That's the ideal circumstances for your network to bloom. Wow, this metaphor is tenuous. And it's down to, well, it's down to 42 now, but that's because I've faffed about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bowl with a little bit of this, not too much, and break open one of these tablets and put this in. Oh, powdery, obviously. This isn't working. Power whisk. That'll mix it in, and so that just goes into here. Time to fill these guys. I'm not doing this sitting down. These are going to go in here now. And cut to 5 hours later, there you have it, yogurt. And yogurts and berries and honey. Because once all that groundwork's been laid, once the work's been done for you, once that client comes to you and says, oh, I heard about you, you still need to put in effort, put in work, help the process along. I'm going to enjoy my yogurt now. Thanks for watching. Oh, subscribe. And if you're watching this before the 20th of July, I'm going to put the link down below for the Northern Blog Awards. This channel's nominated. It'd be amazing if you voted. That's it. Yeah, back to the yogurt.